Hello everyone. The universe is full of mysteries that fascinate humanity. And when we look into the endless darkness of space, what we have learned makes us feel with fear along with admiration. There are many planets in our universe with extremely strange properties. These scary planets are usually very cold worlds with no signs of life. Among these depressing and creepy planets, there are also those that look like Earth at first glance. However, they are also planets where life is impossible. They are very far from our world and they attract a lot of attention with their unusual structures. Are you ready to travel around the diamond planets, learn about the deadly glass rains, explore the planets formed as a result of tremendous explosions? Today we will travel to completely different worlds and remember what a valuable habitat the world is. Let's start. In the 2020 years, NASA published a list of the scariest planets. This list included 6 exoplanet names. Exoplanets are called planets that are outside the solar system. These are far away from the world. They are usually found orbiting another star. Exoplanets are also called extrasolar planets. There are about 4,900 exoplanets in the universe. Because these planets are so far away, it is very difficult for us to identify them correctly. Although we have advanced technology, we do not yet have enough information about these planets. According to research, these planets are huge planets that resemble Jupiter. However, it is possible to come across research that it exists in the universe on smaller exoplanets. As technology develops and our space-related research continues, we will have new confirmed information about other planets. They have not been able to solve some mysteries about them yet. But even the current information we have about these planets is enough to scare us. First of all, the conditions of these planets are too harsh for any living organism. Let alone living on these planets, we can't even get close to some of them. Because even being near them can cause fatal harm to us. The first space object on the list is 2b, a rather dark gas giant. This planet is an extrasolar planet detected by the Kepler spacecraft on August 21, 2006. The radius and mass of the planet indicate that it is a gas giant. It is included in the hot Jupiter class because it is very close to the star it orbits. Exoplanets that are very close to stars and have a high temperature are also called hot Jupiters. This celestial body is a celestial body orbiting a star named 2. Trace 2 is a star whose star is 718 light-years away from our Earth. This star belongs to the class of yellow dwarf stars. Let's take a closer look at the strange planet orbiting this star. Thanks to its unique chemical composition with some unique properties, Trace 2b absorbs almost all the light that falls on this planet. Because of this, it has a darker color even than charcoal and black acrylic paints. There is a large amount of evaporated sodium in the planet's atmosphere. However, it is thought that there are also chemicals such as titanium oxide, which is found in the form of potassium. These chemicals have the ability to absorb light. In addition, some chemical reactions are occurring on the surface of this planet that have not been encountered on any space object before. These chemical reactions make it one of the darkest exoplanets in the universe. The secret of these has not yet been solved. The nature of the planet continues to preserve its mystery. Currently, we only have general information about the structure and size of the planet. According to one hypothesis, ammonia clouds do not form on this planet because it is very close to its star. Ammonia clouds are clouds that allow planets to reflect light. Ammonia clouds cannot form due to the luxurious high temperature, while at the same time the planet continues to retain heat. Components such as evaporated sodium, potassium and titanium oxide cause heat preservation. All this, however, cannot fully explain the extreme heat preservation on the planet. Apparently there are other reasons why this gloomy world is so dark and hot. And these reasons have not yet been discovered. Unsolved mysteries increase the curiosity about this planet even more. Trace 2b has very dangerous atmospheric properties for life forms. The estimated temperature measured in this scorching atmosphere is up to 1000 Celsius. These temperature values make the planet have a pale red color. Even this image is enough to tell us that it is not a suitable place to live. Despite its gloomy and eerie appearance, this is not the most dangerous planet in the universe. There are many more dangerous planets lurking in the depths of space. The name of this planet is 55 Changri. This celestial body was discovered by Doppler spectroscopy on August 30, 2004. This method is a method used to find planets and some space objects outside the solar system. Almost half of the known planets have been discovered by this method. 55 other names are super-Earth and diamond planet. On the date of October 11, 2012, it was announced that this planet may be a carbon planet. Its 55 masses are approximately equal to 8 Earth masses, and the radius of this planet is 1.8 times wider than the radius of the Earth. It moves very quickly. Here it takes only 18 hours a year. On this planet, one side is always during the day, the other side is at night. The side facing the orbiting star has a temperature of about 2400 degrees Celsius. If it is on the night side, the temperature is around 1300 degrees Celsius. These values are extremely high temperature values. Because the planet is very close to the star in its orbit, the distance between them is 0.183 astronomical units. Volcanism and dust clouds are also seen on the surface of 55e. These dust clouds trap heat and prevent heat from dissipating into space. The planet has helium and hydrogen in its atmospheric structure. In addition, a high amount of carbon has been found. It is likely that this element forms graphical and diamond layers in the inner parts of the planet. Because of this, it is also referred to as the diamond planet. At first glance it seems to have a rocky-covered surface. However, its chemical structure is very different from the world. It is covered with water and diamonds instead of granite. According to the explanations of scientists, similar diamond planets have been found before, but it has been stated that this one orbits a star differently from the others. 4 more different celestial bodies in the planetary system, including 55, is available. These celestial bodies do not have such harsh conditions as 55. The system in which the next celestial body we are going to tell you is located is a much more dangerous system than this. This celestial body is called Watergazed. PSR is an exoplanet located in this celestial system, also called 1257 plus 12c. It is located only about 0,36 astronomical units away from the center of the system in which it is included. Because of its location, we understand that poltergeist did not exist at first, but there is no possibility that Watergate will continue to exist in the face of the supernova that caused it to form. So the massive explosion that caused it to form may have caused Watergast to form as well. It is thought that this planet was formed by the remnants from the nebula after the explosion. But there are also different ideas about the topic. According to another hypothesis, it may have formed after the merger of 2 white dwarfs. Unlike a supernova, this process is not always accompanied by a powerful explosion. Although it is not clear how it was formed, Watergast is the first of its kind. It has the distinction of being the first planet discovered outside the solar system. The planetary system in which it is included is located 2,300 light-years away from the Earth. Its mass is about 4 times that of our planet. The orbital period is about 66 days. Pulsar's planetary system is too dangerous for guests. Because the extraordinarily powerful radiation emitted by Flake SAR is enough to destroy any spaceship. Despite these dangerous properties, Watergast is not the most dangerous exoplanet we know of. Any astronomical object can easily disappear when approaching it. But even ultra-gas will evaporate near the next space object. The reason for this effect is the enormous temperature of Kappa 70b. Kepler 70b orbits a star named Kepler 70. It is the hottest known exoplanet. It is so hot that it reaches 6,800 degrees Celsius. It is hotter than the Sun, although it weighs half as much as the Sun. Its physical structure has a rocky appearance. Its mass is equal to the mass of the 0.44 Earth. And its radius is about 0.076 of the radius of the Earth. The orbital period is 345 minutes, in other words, a day on this planet lasts less than 6 hours. Interestingly, this planet regularly passes within 240,000 kilometers of another planet in the Kepler 70c system. To date, this distance is the closest the planets moving in their orbits have come to each other. According to scientists, Kepler may be part of the main star in the 70b system. Because of this, it has such an enormous temperature. Even if we call it an exoplanet, scientists have not been able to come to a clear decision about this status. Therefore, the exact status of Kepler 70b remains unclear. Kepler is not the only celestial body in the 70b system that is in very close interaction with the parent star. It is a space body with similar conditions in 12b. It is one of the most studied exoplanets since it was discovered in the 2008 years. This object is located 870 light-years from our solar system. Its radius is 1.93 times the radius of Jupiter. And its mass is 1.46, equal to the mass of Jupiter. It is in the hot Jupiter class like Trace 2b. 12b are orbiting 2a, a Sun-like star whose orbital period is equivalent to 1 Earth day. It is only at a distance of 0.03 space units from the parent star in its orbit. Due to this proximity, the temperature of the planet reaches up to 2,200 degrees Celsius. The measured albedo value of 12b is at most 0.064. This means that the reflectivity of the newly poured asphalt is lower and it is a planet of habit. Albedo by is a term used for the light reflecting power of the surface. A low albedo value is an indication that we know very little about 12b and other similar exoplanets. The planet's high temperature may also be a result of its low albedo. There are also other hot Jupiters that are black in color. However, they are cooler than the quality 12b. It is suggested that the clouds and alkali metals on these planets absorb light. However, the same system does not work in 12b. This is one of the mysteries about the planet that has not yet been solved. Daylight at 12b prevents the formation of clouds, so hot alkali metals ionize. The planet's atmosphere behaves like the atmosphere of a low-mass star, which is hot enough to break down hydrogen molecules. All this can be cited as the reason for the low level of the exoplanet. The star close to 12b has an extremely strong gravitational pull. And thanks to this gravity, it absorbs it slowly. Stretched and shaped like an egg due to the gravity it is subjected to, it is expected that the planet will completely disappear in about 10 million years. Some exoplanets, which are quite simple and ordinary in appearance, may harbor much more dangers than at first glance it seems. One of these planets is HD 189733b. It was discovered by French astronomers led by Bagchi in the year 5 October 2005. At first glance, you might think that this is a safe planet. Do not be fooled by the fact that it has a similar image to the world. Because this planet has some dangers that make life impossible when it descends to the atmospheric level. These dangers are related to weather conditions. There are winds carrying silicate particles on the planet, and these winds can reach speeds of 8,700 kilometers, and the rains that fall cause deposits of molten glass. In other words, it rains glass on this planet. And the falling windows are thrown by very fast and strong winds. The orbital period is approximately 2.5 days. HD is a bright blue gas giant orbiting an orange dwarf in the constellation of 189,733 Ultracula. It is located 63 light-years away from our system. The diameter of the object is 1.1 times the diameter of Jupiter, and its mass is 113% of the mass of Jupiter. Interestingly, the distance between the HD 189,733 stars is 30 times less than the distance between the Earth and the Sun. Deck. This distance corresponds to about 5 million kilometers, and due to its proximity to the main star, it has a constant surface temperature of about 930 degrees Celsius on the daytime side. If it is on the night side, the temperature never drops below 425 degrees Celsius. This planet, about which many studies have been conducted since it was discovered, has many more remarkable features. Data obtained through the Hubble telescope in 2007 years. Thanks to it, scientists have discovered that HD 189,733b has a foggy atmosphere. The foggy atmosphere causes us to make strange observations about this planet. Interestingly, something remarkable happens when the planet passes between its star and the observer on Earth. The atmosphere decays to a reddish color. This image may be due to fog in the atmosphere. According to estimates, this fog consists of iron silicate and aluminum oxide particles. There are other very remarkable information obtained thanks to his telescope. The planet's atmosphere contains water vapor, neutral oxygen and an organic metamic compound. In addition, according to additional research, there is carbon monoxide on the daytime side of October, but there are traces of methane in the planet's atmosphere in an unusual variety. This situation causes many new questions. This state of matter is considered to be an indicator of some unknown activity in the planet's atmosphere. This situation remains unclear even today. HD 189,733b confirms the existence of planets with unusual climate types with interesting features. The different worlds we see increase our curiosity about the universe even more. In addition, Hubble observations prove the thesis that the basic chemistry of age can be detected on planets around other stars. Organic chemicals can be a byproduct of life processes. The detection of these on an Earth-like planet outside the solar system one day may be the first trace of life outside the Earth. As we know, planets with such a dangerous atmosphere will always continue to interest us. As we discover these planets with great contrasts between them and the Earth, we will remember again how lucky we are to have an Earth. But what do you think about these planets? Deck. We are waiting for your comments. See you.